seeing over here in New York City is an epidemic of swastikas. We're seeing swastikas all across the city. We've seen 4 here overnight. It's Sunday morning on a holiday weekend. It's freezing cold outside, but that has not stopped the despicable people who are responsible for what we're seeing behind me. It's just shocking. Swastikas dye Jews. We've seen it in Pennsylvania, we've seen it in Baltimore, we've seen it in Midwood, we've seen it in Williamsburg. It's just unacceptable. So, we're going to make sure that the police is on top of it. We're going to make sure, working with the district attorney, that when these individuals are caught, they are prosecuted to the full extent of the law, that there are no deals or breaks or anything like that. And I really believe that we're seeing a level that has become epidemic. I've never seen anything quite like this in our community. I've grown up in this community. I've lived here my entire life. I don't remember ever in my lifetime seeing a situation like this where we have so many instances of swastikas in such a short amount of time, and it's something that's very disturbing. But we're going to catch those responsible for what happened. The reality is that we could always use more security cameras. We worked very hard to try to increase funding for security and try to get them for yeshivas in this program. When the government allocates money for cameras in Iowa, obviously that doesn't make sense when the federal government's doing that. This is a perfect example of how when Congress is allocating money, they need to give us the majority of the money right over here in New York City.
Do you feel the mayor should come down personally this time, since this is not just the first time that this is happening, but is it time for the mayor to come down?
In my world, actions speak louder than words. I'm not a big believer in photo ops. I'm here right now. I'm here with my colleague, Councilman Hikind. We're here on the scene. I don't think it matters if the mayor comes down here. What matters is that he puts all the resources necessary to make sure that these individuals are caught, and they're arrested, and they're put away for a very long time.
I'm very concerned because there's been a whole slew of these things. 2 months ago, there were 2 cars that were firebombed on a block away. We went to a community, they had some sort of a community meeting, and they had the police, and they said, we're going to do everything, blah, blah, blah. But we noticed the mayor wasn't there, and so on. And I said, how serious is the serious city taking this? That's like the important people from the city are not even getting involved in doing anything. Then they said there was an incident with the Muslim community, and the city was very quick. Within 2 days they made an arrest, but nothing was done here. And then in the paper they said that it was an insurance scam or something with those cars. So I said, I knew, when you see that, all it does is it infuriates you, because you know that it's things are going on, and the city's not taking it seriously. And so as a result, you have an incident like you have here this morning. I want to see the mayor. I want to see Bloomberg here in Midwood, and I want him to denounce this, and then maybe they'll put a stop to it.
There's a swastika down the block. I just visited the mother. She told me that her daughter, 11 years old, leaving the house this morning and saw the swastika, said to the mother, "Can the Holocaust happen here?" This is what the daughter said to the mother, an 11-year-old. You see this? I was out here in the middle of the night. People called me, and there were so many people here from all the different buildings just standing here. It was unbelievable to see this kind of message. The building across the street. In order to go into this apartment house, there's a swastika right in the center on the door. Yeshiva Brooklyn, a bunch of swastikas. And this is happening almost every single day. The rabbi who almost got killed in Great Neck, in every part of the city, we have incidents almost on a daily basis. And these are the incidents we know about. There are more that we don't know about, that people just cover over, that people don't report, that people don't respond to. And it is so important that all of these incidents be reported to the police. We need to deal with it. We need to react to it. And, one of the things, I hope the mayor comes out to the communities. I don't know why he doesn't come out. People are so concerned. People are fearful. They shouldn't be. I just want to say that. People should not be afraid. The police are investigating and using all their resources. But if I would tell you the comments that I've heard from all kinds of people out here, is this the beginning of something? Is this... I met a man just a short while ago at Yeshiva Brooklyn, someone in his 40s, who told me a story that he was walking in Bensonhurst last week, and someone just walked over to him and said Heil Hitler, just like that. Just like that. Didn't know the guy, just walked over, identified him as a Jew, and said Heil Hitler. 5 different sites now. Imagine if we had one
Now, one of
single
them is right next to-
camera,
well,
we would have the...
One of them is right next to Yeshiva. Does that concern you that Yeshiva Brooklyn does not have security cameras outside?
Look, I spoke to Rabbi Mandel this morning, who I can tell you was extremely concerned about these swastikas at his yeshiva. You know, the kids were coming to school this morning. We have yeshiva on Sunday, and kids were coming to school. He was very, very concerned about it.
Do you feel that we need more police protection in this community?
Well, there's no question that having more police out in the streets during the night would definitely be helpful, because obviously these crimes are committed when there are less police around, less people around. So having more police out there would be very helpful. We need to get these individuals responsible for doing this. And until we get those people, we can't even react. Are they young people? Who are they? Are they adults? Are they young people? What are their motives? We need to get them, whoever they are, whatever their religious background, we need to get them, we need to arrest them, and we need to put them in prison and throw the key away.